Hello and welcome to Obnoxiously Pleasant. My name is Lina.
And I'm Hanan.
And this is our second episode.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Today's episode is going to be about life in the pandemic. The past year and a half has taught us so much. There are so many things that we have come to love, and there are so many things that we have come to hate. One of the things that we're going to be discussing today is how to say no to social obligations, right? And like what you're looking forward to now that life is back to normal, sort of normal. So what do you think?
I'm okay with life coming back to normal, but I am gonna miss some things.
I am not, honestly, there are so many things. The last year and a half has been a struggle.
Okay, so what are the things that you hated?
Okay, what are the things that I hated?
Yeah,
I
just
hated
quickly.
So I'm somebody who is like hyper social. I am so extra.
Oh my God, yes, she is.
I felt like
I get tired from her social calendar.
Yeah, I just felt like I died a little bit on the inside. Like just every day was a day of me just dying a little bit slowly on the inside. Look, I love spending time with my family. It was wonderful, but I really draw my energy from spending time with people and my friends. And I really missed that.
I think
I saw her 2 times.
Yeah.
And one of them I sang happy birthday from out in the street.
That's true. We should play that video.
Oh my God. It was amazing. I blew up those balloons in myself. Literally, like I had to go to Target. I bought a helium tank. I blew up those balloons.
Yeah, she did. It was really sweet. And sang for me outside.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it was her 40th.
But you know what? That doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Year.
Anybody who celebrated a birthday during pandemic, that year just does not count.
I know.
Yeah,
it was really difficult. Honestly, that's for me. I really thrive on social interaction, and that's something that I really missed.
In the beginning, like I was in denial. I was like, no, this is not. Why are people making a big deal out of it? And then it's like, oh my God, I'm not gonna go to work. Like I can't not go to work. Like I can't get in my car and drive.
Yeah.
And then 3 months into it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe this isn't as bad as it was at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a lot like just not being able to see people. And I think for me, it was the kids being stuck at home. And I know we're speaking from a place of privilege. We don't want to sound insensitive. There's people who actually
these people who lost their jobs.
We're not trying to,
I am not belittling, or we are not belittling anyone's experience. I'm just,
just from our experience.
Purely talking about my experience, her experience, and what life was like. For me, it's very specific things, right? So it was missing out on social interactions with my friends. Something as simple as Lina said, getting in the car, going to work, something that I did without even thinking every single day, completely got taken away. Plus the idea.
But then you realize those things aren't really that important.
Yeah, that's true.
But for me, the thing that was hardest is, the kids just being at home all the time, not interacting with anybody, not seeing their friends, and then online school.
Oh my God.
Like that.
I think we can agree. High five.
Yes.
Online
that
school,
was.
You know what? God bless those teachers
for
doing their best. They did their best. It was so hard, but school should have been canceled.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I didn't give them a hard time. Like, I told my kids, just try your best. But I mean, they were already under too much stress.
Yeah, it was really
everybody,
stressful.
We had to work from home. They had to go to school from home. So it was just, I wasn't one of those parents, oh, you have to do this. And I definitely didn't annoy the teachers. That's for sure.
honestly, I will say, like, one thing that I really love that I wish we would keep, like, as, in our post-pandemic life is all of the, like, bloopers that we had with people on video chats for work with kids.
Yeah.
Like, my little one walk by and just be like, behind, like, a Teams call. My sister one time, it was really funny. My sister one time was trying to yell at her children and didn't mute her mic and instead yelled at her whole team.
Oh, wow.
And she comes back to the screen and everyone's like,
and they're like, we saw another side of her.
They were scared because they thought she was yelling at them. But that's kind of, I mean, honestly.
So here's sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but like, I wanted to know, like, did you, like, because a lot of people picked up a lot of hobbies, like baking and cooking. Did you? So
I tried to bake one. You know what? We have to address this. You said baking. I have a really funny baking story for you guys. So one of my really good friends, she is she also happens to be Palestinian.
Okay.
Lina.
Yes.
in case you guys were wondering, we didn't tell you last time. Lina's Palestinian American and I'm
Yes.
Egyptian American. So
I just had to do that.
of course.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. Anyways, so one of my friends who also happens to be Palestinian American is
Mhm.
like an excellent cook, and she, is a baker and stuff. My sister is an
Who is
excellent
it?
baker, Najah.
Oh, okay.
So she drops off these muffins one time, and they were amazing. Talk about people
Okay.
like doing stuff during quarantine.
Yeah.
This girl was constantly cooking, making stuff, making
Yeah,
stuff.
I do a
She
lot of
drops
stuff.
off these like 4 ingredient banana nut bread, whatever they were. They were delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, these little tiny muffins. My kids love them. I love them. My husband loved them. And so I was like, "Oh, send me the recipe." I don't bake. I cannot for the life of me follow a set
Yeah,
of
but you're
directions in a
you're
recipe.
you're a good cook though.
I can cook. I just hate to bake. It's science
Yeah.
and it's not me. I like,
But you know
creativity.
what? No, I did knafa,
Yeah.
and my kids just don't eat it, and I think I have to revoke their Palestinian
That is,
cards
yeah,
for
you
that.
you
Yeah, but
really
it was
do.
really good. I'm not just saying that, but
Yeah.
I'm a good cook,
Yeah. No,
and I'm not a baker, but I decided to bake. Then what else am I gonna do?
that's very true. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I was like, Najah, send me the recipe. It's gonna be
So
really easy.
so did she send it?
She sent it, but Sydney, let me
Oh,
tell you.
okay.
Oh my gosh, phenomenal, right? So she's supposed to she's like, it's so easy, just follow the directions. So it was literally 4 ingredients. I just threw
Mm.
in flaxseed. I threw in all this extra stuff.
Why? Was it part of the recipe?
No, I thought it would be really tasty.
Oh my god! Never put flaxseed in any recipe.
Well, it was
honestly.
flaxseed, chia seed, a bunch of nuts.
But were they in the
Oats.
original recipe?
No,
Okay.
no. Needless to say, I brought my cake because I didn't have a cupcake tin. So I brought my cake to Najah. She didn't really like it. Nobody ate it. Ended up going in the trash. But that's how I do as a baker. So that was
So
not my hobby in the pandemic.
so you being an independent thinker, that's great in other situations, but
But not
not
with
during
recipes.
food. You can't do that.
Not with
So no
recipes.
other hobbies then?
No other
You were
hobbies.
just trying to survive. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to ask you, how was it? Like, we discussed kids.
Yeah.
What about being a working mom?
Oh my God. Whatever.
Actually, we
Being
kind of touched on that.
a working anything. Like that was so hard. When I think about it, I think about it's so difficult to try and be productive when you're under that much
Mhm.
stress, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. Like it probably was a lot more difficult for the folks who not probably, it was a lot more difficult for the folks who lost their jobs,
Mhm.
and their
Sorry.
just the way that their livelihood during the pandemic, but trying to sustain a level of productivity while you're under like this insane amount of stress with having
Yeah.
your kids be home, your spouse is home, you guys are all worried and scared of
And
this
then
thing that
some
you
people
can't
had
see.
to leave their kids at home because they were essential workers.
Yeah.
All right, so we discussed
Some of the things we didn't like.
yeah, some of the things we didn't like, but like what are some of the things that you're gonna miss from lockdown, or just the whole experience? Because I have some
Oh my God,
things.
I'm gonna miss working from home.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna get to work from home, but so in my previous lifetime, I'd worked from home for like 5 years, and
Mhm.
it was the best 5 years of my life because I was the only one home and everybody else was at work. So it was
Yeah.
great. Um, I will say that the last year and a half being at home, I realize how much I actually enjoy
Mhm.
working from home and
Yeah.
having that flexibility and like not losing 3 hours of my day in a
In
commute
traffic.
in
In traffic.
traffic.
See, that's the other thing for me. Like, just going to work. I mean, I live like what, 13 miles from the
Yeah.
city, like from my place of employment.
Yeah.
And it would take me sometimes an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. So if you leave work at 5 or 6, by the time you get home, 6:37,
Yeah.
and then you have to make dinner, and then you have to sit and do homework.
I just don't
And
know
then
why
the
I
kid
have to make dinner.
That's a whole different topic for another episode.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that, but
Yeah.
it's a good topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's just saving time. Like I'm gonna miss my midday naps. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like if my boss is watching this or my coworkers, listen, it was my lunch break, and I'm
my
not
lunch.
sorry, and I'm not gonna apologize. I took those midday
I will
naps.
say, honestly, okay, so we both, Lena and I, the one thing that I like really, really, speaking of midday naps that were essential. So both Lena and I observe Ramadan, right?
Yes.
Ramadan was a blast.
Yes, it was so much easier
during
Oh my
the
God,
pandemic
yes.
because honestly, I already struggle like with the no coffee. So can you
Yeah.
imagine no coffee, no sleep, right? You're
Yeah.
extremely tired and then you have to like commute to and from work.
Yeah.
No, man, this was a blast.
Yes,
I loved
yes. I mean, it's gonna be hard adjusting to doing Ramadan next year without being
That's
home,
true. Yeah.
But the other thing that I absolutely loved, and people are gonna think I'm crazy, is just wearing the mask, because I can go
Yeah.
outside you wear the mask, you wear some sunglasses, and nobody will know who you are. And
It's
you
true.
can look like trash.
Lena, because she's so antisocial, she's like,
That's
I
not
don't.
true. I'm not completely antisocial.
She's not. I like.
I'm
I always say.
selectively social.
No, Lena socializes in a closed circle.
That's true.
That's the
That
best way
is
to
true.
describe her. But yeah, I mean, I know I like the mask too. I loved not being sick. I loved,
Alhamdulillah. Yes,
yeah,
that's
not getting
for
sick.
sure.
Like, thankfully, I was so glad. Like, I know that we were so lucky that we just didn't experience the
Mhm.
sickness over the last year and
Yeah.
a half. But it just like saved me from the flu, from the common
Yeah,
cold,
yeah,
from
yeah,
pink
yeah,
eye,
yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Not pink
And
eye,
then
but
if you got pink eye, we're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. The other
Oh,
thing is, and again, like if any of you guys are watching, I'm sorry, but like I don't like you. But going
oh
back
my
to
god.
work and having to deal with annoying coworkers.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really have any coworkers that get on my nerves.
No, I mean some of them got on my nerves through email
Yeah.
and Zoom, let alone face to face. But they know who they are, and they know I don't like them. But it's fine. I'm okay with that. Like I don't have a. They know like how I feel
They
about
know,
them.
y'all know that you got beef.
Exactly.
No, I honestly no. For me, it's I found that a lot of the folks I worked with, I found that they had like an increased level of like productivity
Hmm.
just
Oh,
from
for
being at
sure,
home.
for sure. All of us. I don't think I've ever worked as much or as hard as I did
Yeah.
while working at
Yeah.
home.
I mean, and that's something I think they all loved. It's the folks that like didn't have to. It's the commute that kills people. Like in the
Mhm.
DC metro area, it is the
Yeah.
commute that kills the people. So the fact that you can wake up at 7:59 and be ready for an
Yeah.
8 meeting was phenomenal. Like and it's
Or
funny.
what she means is you can get up at 7:59, stay in bed, roll
Yeah.
over, and just join.
I mean, most of the time I'm on camera,
Oh,
so I have
okay.
to.
So you can't
I
do
get up
that.
and
Oh,
I try
I
to
was like,
get
sorry
ready.
guys, my camera's not working today.
Yeah, I will say that like that's one thing I loved is that like you decide when you're working from home the level of like ready that you need
Hmm.
to be, right? Like I discovered my curly hair in quarantine. My hair
Yeah.
literally is only done today because I got it done
But it's
today.
really nice. I have
Thank
to say
you.
that again.
Yeah, but it's just I ended up discovering my curly hair and realizing, oh my god, I love this. That's like some of the
Hmm.
things that I think I really loved about the pandemic, right? Is
Yeah.
really
Or
figuring out
lockdown, not the pandemic.
the
Lockdown. I
lockdown.
think
Thank
that's
you.
probably a better way of
Yeah,
describing it.
about being home because of the
Yes,
pandemic.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that it really made me realize the things that I didn't need on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Right? Like I didn't need or even on a weekly or even on a monthly. Like I was doing my own manicures for a while.
Oh yeah, I did my own pedicures.
Which is great. Like
Yeah. I had
it's
to I invested in some stuff. I had to.
yeah. But that's something so small. But I think it just makes me realize that like, oh, there are so many things that I needed to do around my house that now I have time.
Oh, I never did any of that.
My pantry was organized.
I wanted to write that great American novel. Never did that.
No,
I just cooked and ate and gained weight.
Yeah, I never wanted to write a novel. I just ate a lot too. I cooked. I was really bored by like week 5 or so of
Yeah.
doing the same thing over and over again.
I really wanted to go back to work in the summer, but then like the second wave hit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
No.
But the other thing that I'm totally okay with not dealing with is no hugs. Like I'm okay with that. I prefer
I'm
my
a hugger, so
No.
I miss that. So I miss that.
No.
But I can see your perspective. Like if you're
Yeah.
somebody who likes your bubble, like I
Yeah.
totally
I
understand.
want my space.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I again, it's the difference in how we like to socially interact with people.
Yeah. Our executive producer here is here.
Right.
Her name is Basbusa. She's our cat.
She's the cat. Well, she's
Yeah.
Lena's cat.
She might come
I
in.
told you guys we come from like the glam, like this is glam here. This is Lena's basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her son's talking in the corner, but we're pretending like we
He's
don't hear him.
whispering. She wants to eat. Okay, put her some dry food. She's like so nosy. She's looking.
She is really nosy.
Okay.
The one thing that really I think changed for us during lockdown or during the pandemic is your like how you address social obligations.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, guys, me, no, I'm just like, oh, this is a godsend. I know, like, it's so, like, I don't mean it to be disrespectful, but like, for a year and a half, I just didn't have to give any excuses. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I want to get COVID. Let's go out. COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to the
Can't. Sorry, COVID. Sorry.
That was Lena.
Yeah.
That literally was.
But yeah,
Lena.
that gets us to our final topic for this episode.
Of course, I'm terrible. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, which is how to say no.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that
know,
is
so
really important.
now that life is getting back to normal, we need to kind of figure out how to get back.
I will say, honestly, the one positive thing about lockdown and specifically about social obligations is that it really kind of helped someone like me, someone who has like large social circles of people and lots of people that I know and like really appreciate the folks who were close to me and really disassociate myself from folks that I was having a hard time doing that with.
Mhm.
So it was lovely for me for those reasons.
Sorry, I'm just smiling at the cat because she's like checking you out.
She's
Okay,
my friend. She really loves me.
she does.
Yeah.
So, what are like we want to discuss? Like, there's 5 or 6 things here that I think could help people. Like, we want to offer you guys some advice. Maybe you'll
Again,
take it.
you're gonna give it. I don't know if it's gonna be useful,
No, it
but we
is
could try.
useful. Like, so if you're like me and you struggle with social obligations, because I
Yeah,
definitely do, she doesn't. She knows so many people. I get tired, like I said earlier,
she does
just
get tired of
from
my social
hearing
calendar.
about her social calendar. But I think one good way is to just keep it short. I think you and I, we've been
Yeah,
such good friends because you totally get it. Like, I'm like, no, I can't. There's
yeah,
moments where Hanan will just go someplace. She wouldn't even tell me because she knows my
yeah. I'm
answer
just
is
like,
going to be like, no.
there's
And I
just no
don't get
point.
mad. I don't get
There's no
mad. I'm
point.
not. So I think the first thing is one suggestion is to keep it short. Just say, no, you can't. You know, I mean, you don't have to. Don't you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah, yeah,
I can't.
yeah. Just I
Like,
can't. You know, the problem is that
you
I
don't seem
feel
convinced.
no, no.
Like,
I
am I
do. No,
being
no, 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 no. I am convinced. I think post
I mean, you can be nice. You can say, "Unfortunately, I can't."
yeah,
Just say,
post
"Unfortunately."
lockdown or like as this as we come out of this pandemic,
Mhm.
I really think that has changed. That is
Yeah.
one of the things that I think really has drastically changed is
So you
social
think people are
interaction.
more understanding,
Yeah, social interaction and how we do social
but then there's
interaction.
still those annoying friends that aren't
Of
understanding.
course.
So
But those friends were not understanding even during like the
yeah.
first wave and the second wave and every wave.
So I think the other thing is buying time. I think what you can say is,
No, I
and
don't think you should do that.
no, you can say, "Let me check my calendar."
That's true.
Yeah, you can say, "Let me check my." You're supposed to be convinced here. Why aren't you supporting your friend? I made this list, damn it.
She's so organized about this, and I'm so like by the seat of my pants.
Yeah,
But that's what it's a nice balance.
yeah. The third one
Like I
is
said, I'm the talent. I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. Dude, she acts like it too. Propose an alternative. That's the third
Yeah,
option.
yeah,
Say you can't do it this time, but why don't we do something in a couple weeks, or let's go do this instead? Because there's some events or some outings that I'm not down
yeah.
with. So I'll suggest something else, or maybe the people that are going, I'm not really down with either.
I agree.
I mean,
I
I'm
agree.
sounding really high maintenance, by the way. I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh my god.
I mean, she has a list for you guys.
Okay, but what if someone keeps saying no? I mean, if you say no, but they keep trying to get you to come.
Clearly, they're not a good friend. They
Yeah,
don't
but like, what do you
understand.
do in that situation?
You just say, "I'm not going."
And what if they keep texting you?
I'm sorry, I'm not
No, I
going.
just ignore. Just drop it. Like if you've said it enough times and they don't get it, just let it go. Just ignore. That's it. You get two replies in a text message, and then that's it. I'm done.
Do you count?
And I think the what?
Do you count the text messages?
Well, you know what I mean. Shut up. I think another one, and this is the fifth way of dealing with this is no is not a bad word.
No, I agree with that.
I
I agree
think
with
I
that.
think like you don't have to feel like you have to be nice to everybody. You just don't.
That I totally agree with because I think that some people, I think people look at the word no as a
Mhm.
bad word, but
It's not.
no is actually a way to set boundaries
Mhm.
with people and set boundaries for yourself. So I don't look at no as a bad word either. I agree with
Mhm.
you on that.
And then the final one, I'll let you do that one.
If all else fails, blame self-care.
Yeah.
Because she knows I'm all about
She's
the
all about
self-care. I
self-care.
always say self-care equals self-love.
Mhm.
So yeah, don't be upset if you have to say no to somebody, especially if that somebody is super persistent because that's what people do. They're super persistent.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I think that's good.
I think
I
that's
think
good
we're
too.
done.
I think that's good too.
So, are you just one question? Are you okay with going before we leave? Are you okay
Yeah.
with going to a movie theater now?
I wasn't even going okay with going to the
That's
movie
true.
theater
She doesn't go to movies.
you know what? Oh my god, it's funny you said that. I loved going to the movie theater during COVID because you rented out the
What?
theater for yourself.
When was this? You
This-
didn't invite me. See, she didn't even invite me. Oh my god!
I did it 2 times.
Dude, that's something I would have liked
Yeah,
to
I
do.
would have did it 2 times. But one time
We
it
have
was
some
with
talking to do
it was
after
with 5
this.
other people, and then the other time it was with 3 of my coworkers.
Okay.
So it was
Or maybe the other people that you were with, I didn't like.
no, you like them. They're
Oh.
fine. Yeah, you like them. They're fine. But it was a movie at night. She doesn't like to do anything at night.
Let's end this.
It was like a 9 p.m.
We're gonna have some words after this for sure. Wow, I feel cheated on. We're gonna see who you were not with.
Right? It's very easy. They know who they are.
Mhm.
Guys, if you know who you are and you went to the movie theater with me, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
And save me.
Are you doing the goodbye or am I doing the goodbye?
I don't know. You can say
Okay.
goodbye.
So we hope you enjoyed this episode. What are we discussing next?
Oh, it's really interesting that we were just talking like 5 minutes ago about, not 5 minutes, it's like 2 minutes, about how to say no to people and putting boundaries and why no is not a bad word. So next week's episode is about toxic friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you guys have a specific topic or issue that you want us to discuss, please feel free to send us an email or leave a comment.
You know what I'd love to see in the email and what I'd love to start dedicating a segment to is the emails that we get in response to episode from you guys. So if you can just interact
that would be
with us,
awesome.
like I would love to hear a solid pandemic
Yes.
story, right? Or send me like a blooper of like, you know, your kid like saying hello to your boss, you know, from behind the from behind the camera.
Yeah, we want you guys to be a part of this. So if you have anything, please just send it to us.
Yeah, I think it would be really great.
Yeah, and if you're watching us on YouTube, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what was the worst part of the lockdown for you.
What was the best part of the lockdown? What was the worst part of the lockdown?
You know?
Yeah.
And I think we're good.
Awesome. All
we'll
right.
see you guys next time.
Thank you for joining us. It's so fun. I love doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were just supposed to say just thank you. But yeah, anyway, bye.
Bye.